The Himalayan from Royal Enfield came with the promise of being a motorcycle that would take the brand into segments that it was not known for. Even tech-wise, the LS410 engine on the Himalayan was a huge leap forward for the company. And right after the launch, things seemed to go as planned, but only until customers started clocking miles on their machines. What happened next really made the motorcycle a legend for the wrong reasons. But unlike certain other Indian manufacturers, for the most part, Royal Enfield did acknowledge the lapse in quality, and there was a sincere effort to help and resolve as many issues as possible. But enough of that, we now have a new Himalayan, the BS4 version. The biggest update mechanically on the BS4 Himalayan is now that it comes with fuel injection. Apart from that, it receives a new clutch assembly, a revised gearbox, and a new sturdier rocker arm. Cosmetically, apart from a few bits like the fuel tank cap, bar ends, and a few other minor bits receiving a matte black finish, things remain the same. The fuel injection is something that we always wanted on the Himalayan, and the obvious effect this has on the machine is quite noticeable. There are no changes in the power and torque figures, and the single-cylinder engine still produces 24.5 bhp at 6500 rpm and a healthy torque of 32 Nm at 4250 rpm. The FI system has smoothened out the jerkiness below the 3K mark, and now it pulls cleanly from standstill. A good bottom end torque has always been a boon and helps immensely in off-road and city conditions. Coming to higher RPMs, there's a slight increase in the comfortable cruising speeds, and now you can maintain 90 to 100 km per hour without the engine feeling too stressed. But a few extra horses is really missed. There is also a definite reduction in vibes, but a fine vibe that leaves a tingling feeling in your fingers remain. A pleasant surprise though was the fuel efficiency. With off-road, highway and city runs all mixed in, we still got a decent 28 km to the liter. The Himalayan is best though on the less taken roads, the off-beaten tracks that take you to places people seldom go. It is here that it really comes alive. It dispatches almost any terrain with ease, so much so that even new riders will feel comfortable riding it. The long travel front suspensions along with the 21-inch front tires really allow you to enjoy off-road with a new sense of control than what you're used to with regular motorcycles. In the few days we had the new BS4 Himalayan, we rode it on terrains that really tested its mettle. It took all that we threw at it and made small matter of it. The road manners of the Himalayan are pretty decent too. Like we said, a few more horses from that engine would have made it better on the highway. In the city, if you get stuck in bumper-to-bumper traffic, then you slowly start to feel the weight. Suddenly now you start wishing that the clutch pull was a whole lot more lighter, and that the meter control was not totally blocking your view of where the front tire is. Spend enough time in the urban jungle and the engine too starts to make its presence felt by throwing some heat your way. The good thing though is that the seat height is an average 800 mm, and that means regardless of terrain, you have a firm foot on the ground. The tires are best suited for off-road and provide just about enough grip for road use. While the braking is good, a switchable ABS for the rear wheel with it always on for the front would have made things perfect in this department. This because the rear wheel always wants to step out as it was designed keeping an off-road setting in mind. To sum it all up, is the BS4 Himalayan better than its predecessor? Yes, we think so. Thanks to the fuel injection, it has a better overall feel. Some more power and ABS would have made it an even more interesting option. The bike is definitely better built than before and threw no issues during a ride. But let's be honest here, a few days of pushing it is really not enough to actually judge from a long-term ownership point of view. But as of now, we can confirm that the Royal Enfield Himalayan BS4 version surely seems to have learned from its mistakes and is a much better sorted out motorcycle than before. We will, as always, bring you a long-term ownership review, so check back soon or hit that subscribe button and stay connected.